name is Lina, and I came from China, and I come to Japan for almost 2 years. And my channel is about my life in Japan. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So, how was your experience so far in Japan? Would you give it a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I would give 9 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell us like the positives that you have experienced in Japan and the negatives also.
I really like the cleanliness and
Cleaning, okay.
cleanliness.
Mhm.
Yes, I think everywhere. I mean, at least around Tokyo, where I've been, I think it's very clean for me. And yeah, about the negative thing, I think they're like well, I think a lot of rules, and
I agree.
Yeah.
They're like robots, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they can't like
Mhm.
do things on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a video once on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
So the guy went to the restaurant or bar
Mm.
and he was ordering I think orange juice and vodka,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
And then he asked the person, "Oh, okay, give me that drink but no vodka."
Mm.
And the staff couldn't do it because the drink is orange juice vodka. Yeah,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
wanted just orange juice, right? But no vodka. And the staff couldn't do that.
yeah, that's-
Yeah. So that's something like I also
Mhm.
experienced and noticed in Japan.
Yeah.
In comparison to China, like Chinese people more human, more interactive. They express themselves, right? How
yeah.
would you describe the Chinese people compared to Japanese people?
Yeah, we are more flexible, and we
Okay.
yeah, I think yeah, like what you said, it will. I don't think it will happen in China. I mean, what kind of orange juice you can have them both, and you can take anyone.
Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Or if you go to a restaurant, you can say, "Oh, I don't want this. You give
Yeah.
me this instead, and they
Yeah.
will do it for you."
Yeah.
I see. So which one you prefer? You prefer like China or living in Japan?
Well, for now, I prefer living in Japan. I think Japan has been fun for me, and I like a city like Tokyo. And it's compared to Shanghai and Beijing, the competition is lower, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I prefer here also compared to my country because my country there's a lot of crime. If you didn't know,
Crime.
it's the top 10 rated countries in the world with the most crime.
Oh.
Yeah. How is the crime in China? Is it
Uh,
safe?
Yeah, it is safe, but I mean, cameras everywhere. It's safe from their people, but it's not so safe for the government. You know.
What do you mean?
I mean, the government is spying on you, everything.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see. Like
you probably heard of it.
TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard
that's
something
also-
online about like
yeah.
the TikTok having like some spy things.
I'm
in
not
it.
sure about that, but I
Okay.
mean cameras.
I see. Okay.
Mm.
And can you tell me more about like the difference between the Chinese culture and Japanese culture?
Mm,
Because I know it's kind of similar. They use chopsticks. They eat sushi.
the food.
Well, the food. Well, not only the food. Everything else.
Mm.
Because it's pretty similar. Because there's a lot of a very efficient train system
Mm.
in China,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of culture
Mhm.
that's in Japan they stole from China actually, like the kanji,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's correct.
and also the chopsticks. Even that chopsticks
Uh-huh.
came from China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot
I
of the
mean-
things Japan does take someone like America and China, right?
Yes. That's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, the culture. I mean, well, a long time ago, when China was more developed than Japan, they study from us, but now they are more developed than us. So that they are learning from other countries like America or something.
I heard there's a big like hate between China and Japan.
Yes, we got a wall.
Yeah, a long
Yeah,
time ago,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, you're young, you look very young.
Thank you.
Like, young people, like, I know, like, the grandmas and grandpas, they probably have, like, some resentment towards Japan. Like, what about the young people, the younger generation? Do they, like, have that same animosity towards
Yeah,
Japan?
sometimes there are some. Well, in online there were some negative things about Japan, like
Okay.
like the nuclear, the water or something. Do you know? About
Right, affecting
nuclear
the
water?
fishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And It was a really big news in China. And they're
Yeah.
saying bad things about Japan. Yes, they do.
Right, but like
But for me, it was fine. I think they did everything right.
yeah, because it was monitored, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have like no problems with
Yeah, I
Japan,
don't.
even
I
even
don't.
when you were younger.
Yeah, maybe when I was kids, I got affected by the like adults, and I might.
Telling you what
Yeah.
how to think rather than you thinking on your own.
Yeah.
So now that you live here, you have your own opinion.
Yes.
Okay. But my country, we love Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because anime and video games. Yeah, do you watch or play any?
Well, I don't like them. Personally, I don't like anime.
Okay.
I don't like.
So for you, the main thing about Japan culture is just mainly like the tradition and the food,
Yes.
right? And what about Japanese guys? We can dive into the dating talk. Japanese guys compared to Chinese guys.
Well, I think first of all, many Japanese they are really slim. They're skinny.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like skinny guy.
Oh, you like fat guy?
I mean, I like fit guy, like a normal, not skinny, not too fat, and average height, average weight. I like that kind of guy.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Well, many Japanese for me they are really skinny. I don't like them, and also about the character, I think they are less aggressive. They're not talking too much, and yeah, like other guy, maybe Chinese guy. If he likes someone, he would like talk more, and he's follow after her.
Yeah,
But,
true.
Japanese guy, they don't do that. I
Oh,
think.
really? Well, I wouldn't know. I don't date Japanese guys. Yeah, I would say I don't even date Japanese girls though,
Why?
because I'm not a good person to ask about those kind of things because I'm brown, right? And I have no hair, right? So in Japan, there's a saying: white is right, white is king, and brown you frown.
Oh.
Yeah, because Japanese girls love the white guys, right? And I know this is true because everyone says on the internet, and also I experienced it myself. Us brown guys, we don't get attention at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's non-existent. It's to the point where just give up, because they're not gonna like look your way. Because when I was sitting down in a restaurant and we had like 4 white guys as friends, and then we had like the Indian guys, it was like night and day, fire and water. The stories they were telling, oh, I did this and the girls do this, and so many crazy stories, right? I hooked up with this girl, blah blah blah. And us, we're like, oh yeah, we watch TV, we watch Netflix, we try to message a girl and they never respond. Yeah, so I think that's why I wouldn't be a good person to ask about it, because I don't have experience. I don't know what Japanese girls are like. I can't say. I only know based on, they acknowledge I exist. Like you're in a store, oh hi, how are you? You're there, and but that's it. Not like, oh wow, he's nice. Oh, I wanna talk to him. Let me show him my personality. I like doing this. There's no like forward. Yeah, so that's why. But another thing I want to talk about is when I speak to my Japanese friends who are females, they say Japanese men are very jealous.
Oh, very jealous.
They say, oh, who are you going out with? Don't do this. What time are you coming home? That's what they told me.
Oh.
I don't know if they behave like that to Chinese girls.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I just I haven't like really get into a relationship with a Japanese guy.
Oh, you've never?
I never. I'm just dating with them. Like okay, we go out and eat dinner or something.
So, what was your longest relationship in Japan?
I don't have any relationship in Japan.
Never?
Never.
Okay, in China.
I used to be living in Vietnam for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was living with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, so do you have any like intention? Thank you. Of living in Japan, like and getting married and having kids?
Yeah. I'm thinking about that. I'm looking. That's also one purpose I'm making my channel.
Okay, please tell us.
Yeah, I'm making my channel more because I'm organizing event. So my event is about singles event. So I want to
really?
getting my chance to know more people, especially guys.
Okay, so the singles event is to help people like become in a relationship and like a meetup thing.
Yeah, like a meetup. Yes, I do meetup.
Oh yeah, how long have you been doing that? Or maybe you haven't started.
I started. I started like last month. Maybe I've done it for like I think 5-6 times. Yeah.
Okay, and how has it been?
It was good. In general I could get like maybe 10 people. Every time. Yeah.
So I watch a lot of YouTube about China, right? And there's a saying that goes, I think it's a girl over 30. It's called a leftover girl or something like that.
Yes.
Right? How do you say it in Chinese? What's the term in Chinese? How do you say that?
Leftover?
That concept. What's that called in Chinese?
What do you mean?
The leftover girls, right?
剩女.
Oh, that's what they say in Chinese.
Yes,
Okay. So tell us what your opinion on that is. It's kind of like sad, right? It's kind of mean. Don't call her leftover because she has value still. Age it doesn't matter. But for the Chinese people, it matters a lot, right? Well, for me, my opinion, okay? I think even if a woman is over 30, she can still be nice to you. She can still make kids. You know, she has feelings, you know. So I disagree with that. I'm sorry if you agree with that, but please tell me your opinion on
Of course,
that.
I don't like to be called that.
Yeah,
as well.
It's bad, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and but sometimes I got a little nervous because, I want to have kids.
Oh, you want to?
I want to have
How
kids,
many?
so I want to maybe at least one.
At least one.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking maybe the older I get, the less chance, like more difficult for me to have kids. That's why I'm
more
really
dangerous.
looking. Yes.
Yeah, because I heard like some people die. You can die. It's not likely, but it's possible.
I mean, with a medication like that, like right now, I think it's less chance to die.
Yeah,
but it's more like you cannot have the kid. Because you don't have like the quality.
Okay. So and what's your time frame? Like you wanna have kids?
I mean, under 35, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And to you, what's the difference between being in a relationship and being married? Some people think it's different, right? Like you be more committed in a marriage. Like what's your opinion on? Or maybe to you it's the same. Like marriage and relationship. It's just like, for me, I'll give you some time to think while I talk, right? So for me, it's the same thing, right? Because when you're married, it's just official, it's on paper, right? But in a relationship, you're supposed to love her the same way you're gonna love her in a marriage. Why all of a sudden your love becomes stronger? Why all of a sudden your love change? Because of a marriage, right? So marriage to me is a celebration of love, not I love you more seriously now.
For me, I feel marriage is like a safety.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have kids without marriage.
Oh, really? Like Japanese people believe the same thing, but like in Western places, they can have kids and live together
without marriage.
Right. Okay. I know a lot of people do that. And you know what? I have some friends who got married and got divorced, right? And it's so bad, and they had like suffered abuse, and it was toxic. And I have some friends who hooked up on the first date, and they're still together. But I also have some friends who hooked up on the first date and it ended horribly. So it really depends on the person. It doesn't depend on the method. I think it depends on the person. Yeah. Is marriage in China the same as in like Western places? The ceremony is like I'm sure they have like a special Chinese ceremony, right?
Yeah. We have our
yeah.
one. But sometimes like they prefer Western style, so
oh really?
they can do that as well. Yes.
Okay. Well, how would you describe a typical Chinese wedding? Okay, so I'm invited. You invite me to your wedding. What do I expect? A temple? I go to a church? I don't know.
It's mostly like a restaurant.
Restaurant?
Yes. So there was a host. He's going to, host a wedding for you, and there might be some performance like dancing and everything.
Dancing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you and the bride have to, give the drink. I mean to do the toast.
Okay. Okay.
And most likely you're going to have a lot of people. I mean, you're being invited like a lot.
So who dances? Like hired or like the groom and the bride dances?
I mean, relatives, friends, and for both family.
Okay,
From both
okay.
family, yes.
And how long does that last?
1 day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think like marriages in my country is pretty much like American style. It's exactly the same. Yeah. So, for your channel, right? What's your like goal? Do you want like 1 million followers? Do you want to make a new channel? Do you want to be on TV? Or is it just a hobby?
I would prefer it's a hobby.
Or it's just a hobby?
It's a hobby.
You're not like, I want to be this rich TikTok famous girl or something.
Well, if I'd be happy.
Oh, you'll be
but
happy,
I mean,
right,
Yeah,
right,
for
right.
now it's a hobby, and I want to attract more people to my event. That's it.
So the channel is for the main purpose of attracting more people for your event?
Yeah, and a hobby.
Okay.
Yes.
And what motivated you to do this? Because a lot of people are going to be like so scared, oh, camera, I can't talk on camera.
Ah.
Yeah. Like for me, when I was first doing it, it's kind of awkward. It's like, kind of scary, right? So how did you like overcome that?
Well, I actually got another channel.
Oh, before this one?
Yeah, before this
Oh,
one, I
so,
already
okay.
have another one. It's a Chinese one. I do it talking about my work-related stuff. Yeah, so I already get used to there.
What's the other channel?
It's in the Chinese platform, and it's not
okay.
Instagram.
I see. But
Yeah.
okay, so in Chinese, what is that about?
It's about my work in Japan.
Oh, really?
Work story in Japan.
Work
yes.
story. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So, okay, so for what's your most popular video?
And here,
Yeah, on the Chinese platform.
Chinese platform.
Yeah, the one that has the
I-
most views.
I mean, I think it's most like general. They're average. There's no such thing like very popular or very low. It's just the average.
So what do you talk about?
I talk about my work because I came here and I started a new career, and it's a little difficult sometimes. And sometimes my boss get angry with me. Sometimes this work I don't know, and I'm just talking about this kind of stuff.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and people are interested in, and they followed me.
Oh, really? Okay, because I can't imagine like there's not much you could say about work, right?
There's a lot, it's just like your life.
Oh,
the
really?
people you meet, and
Oh, I see.
this happened.
Okay. Would you say you more dislike your job or more like your job?
How to say? I like the money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't think you said what your job is.
I'm a software engineer.
Oh, just like me.
Oh, you're also.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I see.
And so you've been doing software engineering even like when you were in China also?
No. Just I came here. I learned from my company.
Okay.
That's why it's difficult.
And how did you learn Japanese?
Japanese I've learned like in my college. My major is in my university is Japanese.
Oh, really? Okay, that's why. And I know like switching from Chinese to Japanese is pretty easy because you guys have the like
Yes.
similar kanji. So reading
Yes.
is going to be easy, right?
Yes.
So for me, it was very difficult. I learned when I came here.
Mm.
And I think I still probably don't know Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should study more, honestly.
Mm.
Yeah, and for us, it's very difficult because it's hiragana, katakana, kanji, right?
Yes,
And in English, it's just 26 letters. That's it, right?
Yeah.
I think Chinese is the hardest because it's like different sound. Like up,
Tongue. Yeah.
flat,
Yes.
down.
Yes.
Like ji, ji,
Yeah.
ji.
Yes.
Has different meaning, right? I
Yes.
think one could mean horse. What?
Yes. Ma. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, for you, in your opinion, what's the hardest language to learn? Japanese,
say-
English, or Chinese?
Well, I think Japanese at the beginning was easy.
Mm-hmm.
But getting harder and harder because like a Kegel. The Kegel, I still think is really hard, and also the like like how to say different things in different situations. It's hard.
Okay.
But English was hard at the beginning because when we learn kanji, we don't know like letters. So it's hard for us to remember different like character, different words. You know, like how to spell. We did a lot in spelling at school. It's difficult. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's pretty difficult to know when to use polite Japanese and not. That was before, but now I have a pretty good idea about it. But I want to ask you, how have you adapted to Japanese culture? Did you find it difficult? Because the culture is very different. So, for example, me, I don't know like the chopsticks etiquette, right? You can't put the chopsticks like this inside of the food, and you can't put the chopsticks pointing towards the person. Things like that, right? Or you can't like use your finger and point, right? And sometimes you hug. Oh hey, how are you? And you greet on the hug, or maybe you kiss on the cheek. I don't know about China, but in Japan there's like no such thing, right? So how have you struggled in integrating yourself in the Japanese society?
I think I mean we are both Asians, like Chinese and Japanese. We can get something similar, like a chopstick thing.
Right. So that's no problem.
I know about that, and we also don't hug.
Oh, I see. Shake hand or something.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy for me to get used to here.
You had no problem.
I don't kind of. And I also learned Japanese at my college, so I know a lot. I know something before already.
In your company, you speak only Japanese?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you experienced any racism? It's kind of strange because people see you, they might think you're Japanese.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Right?
Yeah.
But for me, I don't want to sound racist, but I can't tell the difference between Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. So, can you? If I have a Chinese person, a Japanese, and a Korean, 3 girls, right?
Yeah.
And we bet like 1 million yen. Do you think you're confident? You can do it?
I can tell by the behavior.
But the behavior, just looking.
Just the look in the face, I cannot tell.
How about this? You have an hour to talk to them.
Yes.
To find out, and you can judge from their clothes also.
Yeah, I can find out.
Oh, you can find out.
Yes, I think so.
How much % confident you are?
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Wow, really? So,
Yeah.
okay. What's your process? How would you know? Okay, let's pretend they all speak English and Japanese. How would you know? The accents or something?
Accent.
How they talk, right?
And the behavior, and the dress, the behavior.
Oh, really?
And how they pronounce it, the accent, or even you like speak perfect Japanese, you still some.
Yeah, a little something.
Yeah.
Okay, but if it's just on face, what features?
Just give me
what features do you look up? Is it the eyes, the nose, the cheek? I don't know.
No, from the face you cannot tell. I cannot tell.
No, nothing.
I cannot tell.
Like Chinese people might have like distinct features.
Yes.
Like maybe a bigger face or something like that. Or no, there's no such thing.
Well, China is big, like sometimes south
Right.
and north, and it's hard to tell. I cannot tell just by face. You just give me a picture, I cannot tell.
I see. And what about like the foreigners in there's not many foreigners living in Tokyo, right? In China, is it like the same? Like a lot of foreigners living in I don't know, what do you call it, Beijing?
Yeah, I think so. A lot.
Yeah. More than in Tokyo.
I used to live near Shanghai, and there was a lot, definitely. Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't know how the exact number, but I think a lot of people they live in there. Foreigners.
I mean, in Tokyo, you definitely can find like a wide range of foreigners all over. But especially in Ikebukuro, every time I go to Ikebukuro, I hear people speaking Chinese. I think the Chinese community in Ikebukuro is very large.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm curious, like, if there's a big Chinese community in Ikebukuro, why don't you maybe go there and live there? You might feel more comfortable, maybe speaking Chinese to the people or something.
Well, if I prefer somewhere like less Chinese. I don't want to spend.
You prefer less Chinese.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm in a foreign country. Why would I want to talk to Chinese again? It's ridiculous, right? And
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
if I
okay.
want Chinese friends, I can get a lot immediately.
Okay, but for me, it's almost like impossible to find people from my country here. It's very rare.
Oh,
Yeah. Like first time we met, you never heard anybody. You didn't even know my country existed, right?
Yeah.
You were like, "What's this? Is this
Yeah.
a country?"
Yeah.
If I didn't tell you, you spend your whole life not knowing it's a country, right? Yeah. Every time I introduce my country to the Japanese people, they have no idea. Maybe in my life here, I met like 2 Trinidadian people. Yeah. And I feel more safe, like more comfortable because I can speak how I usually speak. Because when you speak in English or Japanese, you have to try, right? It's not your native.
Yes.
So when you speak Chinese, don't you feel more comfortable, like relaxed? Like you can express yourself more accurate.
In Chinese.
Right, in Chinese. You can say like certain things in Chinese you can only say in Chinese that you can't say in Japanese. Like a lot of curse words or insults, right? Like I can't say that in Japanese, right? Because Japanese doesn't have much bad words. Yeah. Don't you agree? Or do you feel that way? Or you not really?
Not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you feel like you can express yourself the same in any language? You don't feel like more comfortable speaking Chinese when you're a Chinese person?
I organize events. I can talk in Chinese, like Chinese with Chinese person, and I also talk on my videos in Chinese. I feel comfortable. I'm okay with different languages. I don't have any preference. Yeah.
What about learning like more like new languages? If you have to choose any languages right now, which one you would choose?
I'd say maybe Korean.
Because it's close by.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you went. You said I forgot to talk about that. You went on a trip to Korea.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was pretty nice. We went Busan.
Who's we?
Me and my friend.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, not me and you. Right. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Right. That's it.
Yeah, they got like I think Korean like they're more similar like Chinese.
More similar to
Uh,
Chinese and Japan.
Yes.
Oh,
they
okay.
got less rules.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yes.
think everyone has less rules than Japan.
Yes.
I think Japan is the most rules area.
Yeah.
It's like robots, right? Yeah, like on the train, so quiet. You know?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I went to London and I went to a club, and all of the girls like talking, making noise, laughing, very animated, right? They will interact with you, but in Japan it's like just go and do what you want, like,
Yeah.
and you can't talk to strangers.
Yes.
Like your friends is your friends,
Yes.
and you can only make new friends if your friends introduce to each other, right? But in Western culture, you can make friends anybody, anytime. Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, continue what you were saying.
Yeah. So I was in a train station and I saw there was like a grandpa. He's carrying a big luggage. It's like a lot, like a very big one. He just got into the train. I think in Japan I never heard of it. And also like kids, they are having their like bicycles, bicycles get in the train. In Japan you cannot.
Oh
do
yeah,
that,
you can't go
right?
in a train. Yeah, but
Yes.
some people try to sneak.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've seen it happen sometimes. Well, that's another thing that I don't have in my country. We don't have bicycles.
Oh, you don't have bicycle?
Nope.
What
Zero.
are you using?
I mean, you can
transport?
like
Car?
You only cars,
Only cars.
no trains.
Oh,
Because
small country.
Very small, only 1 million people.
Oh.
You can explore the entire country in one day.
Okay, that's why you don't see many people from your country in Japan.
Exactly. And the size of Tokyo is almost the same size as my country.
Okay.
Because China is like so huge, right?
Yes.
Like maybe like 100 Japans could fit into China. Because like right now you like exploring Japan, right? But China has so much more to explore.
Yes.
I'm curious, why haven't you traveled? Or maybe you have. I didn't.
I did went to a couple city in China. Like
Okay.
I used to work in near Shanghai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was there, and my hometown. Yeah. Basically that's it.
All right. So I want to ask you about food. Japanese food, Korean food, Chinese food. What's the best?
Of course, Chinese food.
Ah! Are you saying that because you're Chinese?
Yeah, I like Chinese food. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like
Why? Why Chinese is the best?
Well, maybe I get used to it. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm eating. I'm mostly getting my food from the supermarket, and I feel like they're oversauced.
What's oversauced? The
Like,
Chinese food?
I mean, the Japanese food.
Or the Japanese is
The-
oversauced?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It's too saucy.
Yes. I mean, it's so
I love-
salty,
Oh, salty. Oh, okay.
and a lot of sauce there.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Chinese food has more like variety. You think that you can have something like any
Yes,
any
different,
dish,
different,
right?
Yes.
Can you recommend a very nice Chinese restaurant in Tokyo for everybody? We
Yeah,
might
I
be able to
think-
visit.
I think there's one called Sijixiang. I think it's
Where is
pretty
that?
good.
Where is that?
It's a branch. I think it got in Ikabuko and Ueno and Fuchu. I know this. They got three shops.
Right. Good price.
Good price, yes, good
Yeah,
price.
Chinese food. Like
Like-
anytime I go to a Chinese restaurant, there's so much food,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And in
the
Japan, you get like a little tiny
yes,
thing.
Yes.
You know?
The portion's good.
Yeah, and you eat and you're not full.
Yes.
Well, maybe you eat like girls eat less, right? Like men we eat more. But I don't know about you. Are you like
I also feel the same.
you eat a lot or you eat a little bit?
I feel the Japanese food is not enough for me. The portions.
Yeah, so
I
kind of
mean-
like you have to order twice, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what about Korean food? You didn't say if you like it or not. Do you hate
I-
it? Do you love it?
I like it. It's I feel they're more similar like Chinese food. They are spicier. than
Spicier.
Spicier and
Yeah, Japanese doesn't like spicy food.
yes. And I went to Busan. It's mainly like seafood. I tried seafood. They're really good.
You like seafood?
Yeah, I like seafood. And also we eat grilled meat. Grilled meat. Grilled pork and grilled beef. Grilled beef.
Yeah.
I like that as well.
So if you have to choose between Korean food and Japanese food, which one you will choose?
It's hard. I would still choose Japanese food. I think.
Have you ever tried Trinidadian food? Never.
No.
Oh yeah, you don't know. Oh, sorry. Caribbean food. Caribbean food. Any Caribbean food, like Jamaican food, Guyanese food. You'll never taste Caribbean food in your life. Okay, let me tell you.
Only Mexican food. Mexican food.
That's not the
Different?
same. No,
Different?
no,
Oh,
it's
okay.
different.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you something. For me, I don't want to fight. I think, my opinion, Caribbean food better than Chinese food. No, I think so.
Okay.
But you know what? You should try.
Okay.
But you can't try in Japan. There's no Caribbean food in Japan.
Well,
Maybe you can find if you really try, but it's rare. It's not close by. Like the one I found, you have to travel like maybe 2 hours away.
from Tokyo.
Yeah, from Tokyo, so it's not easy to find.
Mm.
Or I can just cook for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you should do it. You should definitely try it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
it's
dish?
kind of similar to Mexican food. We have a lot of spice too.
Mm.
It's hard to describe. I think I should just like show you pictures, but I can show you after.
Okay.
Yeah, but what about Mexican food in comparison to Asian food?
No, I like Mexican food as well.
Yeah,
Tacos
yeah.
and how to say that right thing.
So, out of all the food in the world, what's your ranking? Top 5? Any country in the world. So China is number 1, I think, for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's very cheap, good portion, good taste. You know, it has a lot of everything. You know, yeah.
I would say Mexican food is
It's
the second.
number 2. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Quesadilla, burrito,
Yeah.
guacamole.
Burrito.
Yeah.
And
Okay, let's just leave it at 3. Top 3. Top 5 might be too much.
I think maybe Japanese food.
Oh yeah. But you want to know something? My first time eating sushi was in Japan. You know, I've never eaten raw fish before. I was scared. I was like, I was like, raw?
Yeah.
Is it safe? Are you gonna die?
Yeah.
But then I realized everybody doing it, you know, and now I love it. Yeah.
I think sushi is fun, but sometimes they eat like horse meat, like raw, or chicken meat. I don't like that.
No, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I don't
Dangerous.
like
Yeah,
that.
you can get like sick, right?
Yeah.
What-
But fish is fine, I think.
Have you tried the horse meat?
I tried once. I
I
didn't
think-
like it.
Whale. They eat whale.
Oh yeah. I haven't tried yet.
You haven't tried that one?
Yeah.
I heard in China, I think it's Eugene Market, something called the Eugene Market. It's called the Dog Festival. They sell dog meat every year in the Eugene, something, I think it's Eugene or whatever area. Yeah, I was watching a video about that today actually.
Mm-hmm.
So have you tried?
I haven't.
You haven't tried dog? Okay. I'm like, because in my culture, dogs is like your friend, your family, right? So to eat a dog for us is like so scary. Would you be open? Would you be willing? What if you had dog meat right here in front of you? Would you be willing to eat it and try it?
No. I don't. I mean, I think where you're talking about is more like South.
Oh, South China.
Yes, I'm from North, and we don't eat dog. We eat pork and goat, chicken,
right,
fish.
So, what do you think about that? Like, do you think it should be illegal, or you think it's okay? Like,
I can accept it.
You can accept it. You don't like have pets. You don't like dogs or anything.
I used to have dog, but I mean, it's okay. I can't accept it. I just don't do it by myself.